And so there's only a few choices available, especially currently in outer space. Do what everyone else does and stare at the light, adjust the light, laugh at the light, feel good about the light, read the book, type on the laptop, take the test with the professor about the book on the shelf in the library, take a test with the instructor on the laptop the person giving the quiz helped invent. In other words, to conclude, there's almost no options in outer space as a human. Having the ability and neurons to learn about what's going on in the world, what's going on in outer space. Now that there's no mystery, now that there's no problem left remaining after I wasted probably 10 years of my life, 16 years of my life, I should have spent going brain dead and dumb like everyone else, staring at their computer and laughing and joking at their bars, drinking their sugar-free liquor and drinking their gluten-free beverage. I have to decide in what I'm describing, and I probably have no choice, so it probably doesn't matter anyway, but hypothetically and theoretically, a person such as me who's not homeless, who has had cancer and all these difficulties and problems involving mostly autistic confusion, to continue doing what's causing what's required to do. So a computer currently is curing cancer everywhere, removing cancer all over the place, and also dropping bombs in Ukraine, killing humans in the thousands, flying into the ocean over by China, angry at everyone for bothering them and their dominance. To continue working towards nothing other than what another human describes I'm going to achieve. There's no options for a human on Earth to live in a world not working towards stimulation and reward, not working towards what someone describes in their painting and what someone describes in their literature and what someone can show you as a simulation on a computer. Humans are not without choices. But until humans decide as humanity they want to defeat evil, not as their language and their mathematics, but as what they are currently in outer space. Going not towards a purchase, a home to inhabit, but towards what freaking gosh darn makes sense. And none of what anybody currently does makes any sense. No matter if you're saving a life or not, everybody's participating in a system of processes doing what they say they're solving in civilization. So remove the civilization as another part. Well, gosh darn, then you have pretty much the intelligence of humans. But currently, the intelligence and the intellect and the brilliance and the genius has nothing more to do than what those in power and those who have prestige and those who have dominance practice and decide as life on Earth in outer space. There's no option for me as a human in these sounds I'm making to do much else other than what my late and dear friend Jeff Boutel did. Eat beans and rice and vegetables and drive your most fuel efficient and electric car you can find in outer space. He had the benefit of living with the income his family had provided him as his inheritance in the millions. But for someone who doesn't have the background of those who have the social benefit in outer space and the family foundation, living on Earth ain't so much different than riding a bull. Riding a bull. Riding a bull. You get thrown off, you get back on, then you die, and then nothing. Completely stupid. Dumb. A waste of most humans' life, they would say. Some people, though, drug addicts who have recovered and drug addicts who love their binge, could care less. They're already living in tents staring at the shelter and hallucinating until they fall asleep, and then they wake up and stay up and then pass out again. There's almost no easy explanation to not make what I'm talking about less emotional. But again and again and again and again, another problem. An emotion humans had a long time ago without all of the extra objects. Now involving mostly a cell phone, a laptop, a computer, and many, many requirements for interaction, so there's not too much aggression. Humans could be so stupid, so dumb. Eventually they die from probably war. They can't learn and solve their problem. They don't care to solve. Arguing economics and economics and economics and arguing riches and arguing and talking and speaking and communicating until eventually they're all dead. Probably on a planet, giving them almost no stimulation, and therefore what caused them to destroy an object in outer space as a reward. For probably some explanation they again give for what they believe and what they have learned in the years they lived in outer space with another place far away, using us all as a simulation in the artificial intelligence paradigm of their algorithm they have already proven to give a human all they need to know to die with them. In the 60s and the 70s, lastly, all those who started building those computers at Apple and Microsoft used old psychology and are continuing their psychology, making changes and alterations.